This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class.
What is the problem if somebody weighs 200 pounds and is taking Pilates class? What is wrong with it? Because this Pilates instructor came online to talk about why if you're over 200 pounds, you should not have a business going for Pilates class. You should not even near there, because why should you go and do Pilates if you're over 200 pounds? Let me show you the clip, then we'll come back and discuss.
This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat. Sorry, not sorry. What the fuck is going on? Is this even real? Is this America? The standards are so fucking low.
That video got her fired because our employee saw the video and they fired her. They canceled her membership, and she came online to talk, to give an apology. And the way she made the apology is like, okay, I'm sorry, I said it. You know, when somebody is trying to apologize to you and you know that the apology is only because you feel like everybody think what you said was wrong. It's not like you actually know that what you said was wrong and you just wanted to say it so probably you can get your job back or you can get your membership back, if that makes sense. So she made an apology video and it doesn't just make sense. You can tell like she's still very mean and sassy during the apology video.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and just formally apologize for my last few videos. They were nasty, and I think the reason why I posted them was because I think there are some insecurities in me and some self-hate or something. But my membership got revoked, and I was told not to go back to work. So it's, I've learned that I can't let those things like take over, because it's not okay and it's just not pretty and it's nasty. And I just feel really bad. I just feel really bad that I was just mentioned and it's just so toxic, and I'm just so sorry about that. That is, as you can see, that's not my content. That wasn't my content back then. And I don't know, I just feel really bad, and I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. I think I just need to go to therapy, and I need to go to church, and I just need some like self-reflection, honestly, because that was just so nasty. But anyway, I just wanted to formally apologize and say I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings. I just need to work on myself, and I can't let that self-hatred just like be reflected. So anyway, I hope y'all can forgive me and just get over that nasty post. I deleted it, obviously. Like, I don't think it's okay for it to be roaming around and spread negativity. And I'm just really ashamed and embarrassed of how the negativity just spread. So I'm really sorry, and I don't think I deserve a platform like this, honestly. So if you want to unfollow me, if you want to, I don't know. Anyway, bye.
The way people usually see people that are on the big size, as if they are not humans, as if they're a monster, as if they should not exist, as if they should just lock themselves inside the house, as if they should not participate in the same activities that you are participating. If you see someone on the big size trying to, use a certain machine at the gym, you see the kind of eye of like, oh, don't break it or something. There's a way they kind of look at people on the big side as if they should not even do some certain things. Why would you open your mouth and come online? Because for you to actually record the video, it's something you've been thinking about. It's something that you found very disgusting and very annoying. That is why you're coming to talk about it online for everybody to kind of agree with you. But then nobody agreed with you. I feel like a lot of people, maybe so there'll be some people that actually think like her anyway, but most people did not agree with her with the fact that she would say that if you're 200 and above, weighing 200 and above pounds, you should not have any business with Pilates class, should not even be an instructor. Because why should you be in a Pilates class? Because you're slowing down other people's progress. Let's watch what other people have to say concerning this particular discussion. Then we'll come back and talk about it. But then I'd like to know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do you actually go for Pilates class? How do you feel when you see somebody that weighs over 200 pounds? Is there anything wrong with somebody that weighs 200 pounds and, trying to do Pilates? What is, like, is there a particular weight that you must have for you not to do Pilates? It doesn't make sense anyway. But then let me know your thought down in the comment section respectfully, as always, and I'll see you all at the end of the stages.
If you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut.
I'm well over 200 pounds. I do Pilates. I've actually taken a college course in Pilates, and I was a marketer for one of the biggest chain gyms in America. So let's get ready for Pilates while we talk about this. Fat people can never catch a break. People get angry at us when we're fat, or they get mad at us because we want to work out. One, fat people can do Pilates. Fat people can have just as much athleticism as skinny people, believe it or not. Pilates instructors can very much have a stomach. They're normal people. They might have just had a baby, and they might have a condition called PCOS. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is one hell of a condition. One of the best exercises you can do if you have PCOS is Pilates. And a lot of women with PCOS have something called a PCOS belly. Now, PCOS belly gives you a gut, a very prominent one. A lot of women are starting to get all this information about PCOS, and they're starting to understand that low impact weighted workouts are one of the best workouts they can do for their fatigue levels and also just for their overall health. So if you're pissed, get ready because you're going to start bouncing off the walls of anger. A lot of women with PCOS are starting to understand the huge benefits of Pilates, and they're all going to go to your class. And even if this wasn't the case, even if people didn't have PCOS or just happen to take a Pilates class and happen to be over 200 pounds, who cares? Why do you care so much? This person made a follow-up video being like, no, I'm so misunderstood. You guys didn't understand me. They are slowing the class down. Then be mad at your instructor and be mad at your studio for not properly allocating time to the entire class. Because it was a fat girl, your mean girl instincts kicked in, you went online and you trashed on the fat people, huh? And to all the plus size women who unfortunately came across that, because of course that goes viral, you paid for that class just like the skinny girls did. So you're entitled to have a good class experience just like everyone else. If it is your first time in a Pilates class, whether you're fat or you're skinny, I 100% think that you should take a beginner's class until you're strong enough to go another level. Don't listen to weird people on the internet giving hot takes. Listen to your body and your wallet. If you can't stand fat people in your class, go get a private lesson. And if you're over 200 pounds, you definitely should be in a Pilates studio. That is a spot for you. Fitness is for plus size bodies as well. There's no way in hell the skinny people are gatekeeping fitness from us. Let me know if you want any tips on plus size Pilates. If you're new here, hey, I'm Elizabeth, a plus size Latina beauty creator and Latina wellness creator. I have PCOS and type 2 diabetes, and I love showing you guys my recipes, my workouts, and how I manage life trying to reverse PCOS and type 2 diabetes. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna go to my Pilates class and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I think fat people shouldn't be in Pilates classes.
You know why people hate going to the gym? It's because of people like you. It's because of people like you. I hate the gym. I hate the gym. I don't want to see your judgmental look because I'm lifting wrong. I just don't want to deal with people like you. And that's why we don't like going to the gym. I don't weigh 200 pounds, but if I went into a Pilates class, the last thing on my mind is what someone weighs in the Pilates class. Do you know how amazing Pilates is for like relieving trauma from your body? I do some Pilates exercises because I have trauma stored in my body. You clearly do too, so I'm glad you're in there. But the last thing on my mind is how much everyone weighs or how someone's stomach looks.
But if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class. There's no reason why they should allow 200-pound people in a level 2 class. Or you shouldn't be allowed to be a Pilates instructor if you have a gut and you're fat. Hey guys.
Oh my God, you lost your job? That's crazy. And your gym membership was revoked? It's almost like actions have consequences, right? Like, wow, I know, wild. You're in the find out phase and you're not sorry. You're not sorry for what you said. You said it with your whole chest many times. You got in your car, you went home after going to the gym, and you, with your whole chest, made these videos, watched it back, thought you ate, and posted it to the internet. So you're not sorry for what you said. You're sorry that what you said came with consequences. So I don't think you should be allowed in a gym ever. If I walk in a gym and I see you, oh my God, going to jail. If you're going to the gym and you're going to Pilates classes, I'm proud of you. I know it's not easy because of people like that. But if I ever saw a person like that in the wild, and they were being nasty to you, I would have your back. I would try not to go to jail, but I would take it that far. Okay, bye.
But a girl who decided to say that people over 200 pounds can't do Pilates has since lost her job. Lost her entire job and got removed from the Pilates studio, so now she can't do Pilates either. On top of that, they found out that she is sleeping with a married man. Sis has since been exposed. Now her life is in shambles, all because she couldn't choose kindness. Imagine having to choose to put a group of people down in order to lift yourself up. Just being that inferior, that insecure, that you had to judge others. All you had to do was not. That will be a cautionary tale to teach you to mind a business that pays you and to leave people alone. Coming on here just talking out the side of your neck, and all of a sudden now you have nothing to show for it. And on top of that, she couldn't even stand on business. When all of this came out and she got the reaction that she did, you know what she did? Came back on here and became a victim, crying on an apology video that she has since deleted. Imagine victimizing people, judging people, trying to put other people down, and then you come on here crying, wanting people to feel bad for you. Let this be a cautionary tale to leave people alone. Imagine being over 200 pounds, just enjoying your Pilates class, and somebody just comes talking out the side of their necks, talking about you can't do Pilates. No, baby, now you can't do Pilates, okay?
This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class.
So this might be a hot take for you, but for me, I'm 215 pounds and I'm on my way to Pilates right now. I'm going on week 3, and I just want to say that it is people with your mindset that made me not want to start it in the first place. I was so scared that I was going to be judged for my weight, for not being able to keep up with the class, and just because I don't look like you. And I just want to tell you, and everyone that's listening that is my size, and to the girl that you're talking about in this video, girl, you are a Pilates princess too, okay? And I saw your apology video. That was an apology. That was not an apology. That was not an apology. Okay? You said you were bullied for your weight back then, so why is it okay to bully somebody else for their weight? You know what it feels like. You said. And in your apology video, you said you were Mexican and from South Texas. What? Me too. But why is that relevant? Like what? Does that mean that I can bully somebody else for their weight because I'm Mexican from South Texas? What? I don't think your mom gave you the chancla, and it shows. And guess what? Girlie? I'm gonna keep going to Pilates. I'm gonna keep killing it, slaying it, bettering myself, being the queen that I am. And to the girl that you were talking about in this video, if you're watching this, please don't stop going. Don't let her comment discourage you from being the queen that you are and for bettering yourself. Just don't let her stop you. You are Pilates princess. Don't forget that. You can do anything you set your mind to. And I love you.
To the girl that was talking about, like, if you're over 200 pounds, like, what are you doing in a Pilates class? Like, leave a Pilates class. And she's, like, an instructor. I'm not going to directly address her because she's built funny and she cries ugly, but I'm going to show you guys something. This was me at, like, the very first Pilates class I ever took. I was maybe, like, exactly 200 pounds there. I had lost about like 20 pounds already into my journey. And then this was like the first ever little Pilates fit that I had bought myself because I had lost like more weight, and I just felt so cute and princessy. Like the beginning of my weight loss literally started at a reformer weighing over 200 pounds. And to the girlies, specifically the big girls that like want to be in these classes, but you guys are intimidated because like, you know, unfortunately people like her kind of like validate the stereotype and prove the point. I want to let you know from personal experience, it's literally not like that at all. Instructors are just really excited and happy to be there, and they love seeing a full room with like so many different types of people. And majority of the women in these spaces are also very girls girl. They're very communal, and it's literally just girl world. So like, please don't think that you are not welcome in spaces like this, because as somebody that used to weigh over 200 plus pounds, like again, my humble beginnings were literally on a reformer. My introduction to weight loss was on a reformer. Realizing that I wanted to acquire hot and healthy habits literally started at a reformer. Like, I fell in love with health and wellness when I took my first Pilates class. So please don't make an ugly mean bitch like that make you feel like you are not welcome in spaces like Pilates classes, because trust me, nobody thinks like her. And I'm honestly so glad that she got like fired. Like, it's just, oh my god, you guys. And she's an instructor too. Like, oh my god.
This might be a hot take for some people, but if you're 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class.
She apologized. Yep, she apologized on her channel, Succulent Addict. She cries very prettily while twirling her hair and saying she needs church and therapy. Because that's what you say when you don't want to get canceled. You fake a redemption. But it's very clear she was only apologizing because of the backlash. Because these are her true thoughts. She genuinely is someone who goes around judging the world based on how people look and where she believes they belong because of how they look. Mind you, she's the second creator this month I've seen do something like this. The first one was the guy saying, oh, you can't trust fat people because that shows they're not disciplined. And again, it shows a very superficial belief in the world. I mean, let's just be real. These are people who judge the book by its cover and then get surprised when people judge them based on their actual substance of character. And then want to backtrack and be like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that I was being so negative and that I need help and blah, 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 blah. Except the other dude, he just deleted the videos and claimed TikTok took him down because why would you ever accept accountability? But no, this is why we need cancel culture. It's real life discipline for adults who never got it as children. One last thought though, this is why a lot of fat people get intimidated about going to places for fitness like the gym, Pilates classes, or anything, because we're always afraid there's that one person in the corner just judging us, just shitting on our attempts to do better. And my word of advice is to just stop giving. And I know that's hard, I know it is, but quite frankly, their judgment does not physically stop you from doing better. And honestly, it's just a little sad for them that you can take up space in their brain so easily.
My unpopular opinion on the if you're over 200 pounds, you shouldn't be in a Pilates class whole situation is that if that messenger did not reek of hater vibes, a lot more of you would have agreed with her. As someone who's been in the fitness industry for almost a decade and been over 200 pounds that entire time, I will tell you that if the packaging would have been different on that messaging, some of you would have been like, yes, because I've seen it over and over again, packaged as motivational or just a hard truth that someone needs to hear or looking after your health. And that is super discouraging to people who are not in traditionally fit bodies. When an instructor or the group fitness class holds that opinion, it makes it very uncomfortable for someone to go up and feel engaged in the workout. The reason this is getting such a rise and such a pushback from people is because you can clearly tell she's being fat phobic, as opposed to covering it up with a varnish of being motivational. But fat people can tell. Either way. They can tell either way. Again, these are all just opinions. But before I go, I wanted to remind you that fat phobia and anti-fat bias has a place on that pipeline. And when you engage with it externally or internally and police yourself and other people's bodies, you are actually serving a group of people who are looking to keep you down. If you spend your entire life trying to control your bodies and trying to police other people's bodies, you are doing their work for them and you are keeping yourself small and easy to control. Okay, love you so much. Bye.
There's a kind of look that they actually give you if you're skinny and you enter the gym. I feel like 10 years ago or over 10 years ago, while I was, I wanted to register at a particular gym where I was serving, and you guys, I was very skinny then, very, very skinny. So I entered, I was trying to make inquiries because they just built the gym in that area. So I wanted to make inquiries like, okay, I want to start working out and all of that. You guys, the body shaming was too much because a lot of people that were working out there were on the big size, very big and trying to shed fat and all of that. I was very skinny. So it was kind of like asking, when I was asking questions like, oh, I want to make inquiries, yada, yada, yada. They were like, what exactly am I looking for? Yeah, the kind of body shaming made me feel very bad. That was why I stopped going. I didn't go to the gym for over 10 years until last year. I started going to the gym. So now I actually go to the gym. You guys are actually go to the gym. But because of that, I kind of like want to run away from gym because in my own head, I feel like I don't need it. Because anytime I want to like even try to do some exercise, they're like, oh, you don't need it, you don't need it. So people actually judge you the way you look and expect you to do a certain things. Because why would you pick Pilates and say that people that are over 200 should not be able to be doing Pilates? How does that make sense? I feel like being flexible does not even determine how skinny or how fat you are. You see some chubby people very flexible, they can actually spread their legs and do the whole yoga thing is always very amazing. You don't have to, they can even carry themselves. Because they are on the big size doesn't mean they cannot carry themselves. And the thing is that everybody cannot be skinny like you. So Pilates is not just for skinny people. Like, I don't get it. Why is it a problem that you are having a problem with people that are over 200 pounds to do Pilates? Why is it a problem for you? Make it make sense. I really don't know why some people actually usually have problem with chubby people, fat people. Some people are actually fat phobic. Like you can clearly see with the way they talk, with the way they look at you. And imagine somebody that just want to join a Pilates class and I'll be looking at the girlies in their Pilates suit and the way they are actually doing their exercise. And she's over 200 pounds and she's like seeing the whole and she saw the whole video and she's gonna feel very discouraged and all of that. It doesn't make sense for you to imagine them not actually going to a Pilates studio and find somebody like that find them very disgusting. It's really very annoying. Like it doesn't just make sense for you to think that way. Anyways, guys, what is your take on this video? Let me know your thought down in the comment section. Respectfully, it's your girl Mara Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.